Yo, what up? Today we're going to take a look at the Oculus Quest 2 and what it's worth. So for $300 by default, you get the 128, which replaced the previous of 64. If you hook it up to a PC, you really don't need anything bigger than the 128. Being that this released over 5 years ago, the technology itself is very outdated. These are my sister's real reactions as she unboxes the device. There are plenty of free apps on here, including demos to try out, but most of the apps are pretty expensive, as of $30 or more. If you used the Switch in the past, you'll be very comfortable and familiar with this device.
I really wanted to be Tiny Knuckles.
I personally tried every single app, no matter the price, and out of all of them, only two stuck out the most, and those are the two main popular ones.
You gotta get like 4 of these and do them together.
Now, for the sake of the video size, I will not be sharing every single app, but only the main ones, and also some are too adult restricted and won't be on this channel. I am not a fan of the white one due to the collecting dust and dirt. You'll see right away that's her first reaction as well. She points it out. Just like the AirPods for iPhones, these collect a lot of dirt very easily. It's sort of like a magnet. The front part is very heavy, but the speaker sound is actually quite good.
Why is it all covered in debris?
Right away you can see what's included in the box is the charger, two controllers, and the headset itself, as well as the wire strap to adjust and protect the leather. The charger itself is a Type-C to C, and the wire is not that long. This part right here is what protects the fabric itself from sweat and grime, and let me tell you, it does collect a lot of sweat. You can pull the eyes left and right to adjust to your head size. FPS are terribly optimized and perform actually horrendously. Movement options are port, forward, and back, or you can toggle it to switch it to normal motion, but you will lose a lot of frames. You will notice it in the video, but trust me, when you're wearing it, you'll feel like you're spinning on a chair. The combat system for Fallout 4 is bad. Now let's take a look at Creed, The Rise to Glory, one of the better and most optimized apps on here. Now I can't say the same for the hand motions, as it tracks very poorly or horribly. Sometimes it actually is counterproductive. Now just like most apps, you do have the option to sit or stand. Preferably if it's a workout, you'd actually want to stand. If you just want to be casual, you go ahead and sit. There is one other app very similar to this, but for the sake of time I will not be adding it. This sort of feels very casual, but if you're somewhat professional, if you're, a lethal weapon, if you're hand registered, you'll notice that the hand motions won't track very well. If you're like me, that's very frustrating. Some characters are just OP and there's no proper matchup. In this case, just like the movie, there's no chance to beat him, but after 5 attempts I finally did, and I vented at the end, and you'll see. Oh, check out Beat Saber, which is one of the most popular. It does lack artists, but you are able to upload custom songs if you truly wanted to. Many options for difficulty, many options for length and duration, as well as being able to challenge others for the highest score. Most content creators prefer to do this standing, but for the sake of being casual and lazy on a specific night, I went ahead and sat down for it. Alrighty, now we check out this bug-infested, glitchy, not designed for sitting down. This is the Skyrim itself with the VR edition. Poorly designed, and it's priced at $30. The closing in of the vision is actually a feature to prevent dizziness and motion sickness, which can actually be disabled. Now, due to it being a port-to-port set of destination, now this port feature is actually horrible in the combat system. Now if you are able to change the movement to free movement just by moving the stick forward, you'll experience actually worse dizziness, which I honestly don't suggest or recommend. This is what it looks like when you share it with somebody. You can also cast the image to a mobile device and or a PC setup. Now, because everyone's eyes and heads are shaped differently, you may need a harness to hold the device in place. Now, if you don't want to buy any additional accessories from third parties just because you already spent so much, go ahead and have them wear a beanie. It'll help stretch the harness. If you're some type of germophobic, you will be cleaning the device between uses, especially when sharing with other people, so just bear in mind.
Yeah. What's the matter? I can't see my forehead.
So to sum this up, the default setting is from 90 Hz, which you can set to 120 Hz. Now, even though you can increase the Hz, that will also increase the battery consumption. If you're setting everything to performance, you will have to keep the device itself plugged up, fully charged at all times. You can spend a little more and get external battery packs. That's not my thing. The weight of the wire, this will cause your device to tilt to the side. If you're on an app that requires a lot of movements, you will notice the headset will struggle to stay in place. Inside, your body will get sweat and heat that will collect around the eye. Another thing is your device will commonly fog up inside. If you find that it's blurry, then that means you either have it too far from your eyes, too close to your eyes, not centered. Open or close the glass lens. One of the most overhyped apps on there is the VR chat itself. Now personally, it was fun for a day. It's fun and all when you make friends on there or when you have friends on there already. Random kid that's always screaming at a high-pitched voice, that's always mourning. So that's just something to keep in mind. The social media apps. You do have access to IG, FB. There's also web browser, download content. You can install content. So let's say you don't care about social media. Let's say you don't care about the apps. You don't care about the games, such as YouTube on there. There is a TV app on there. Sports, news, and movies. I watch live channels on there. So what do I think? Is it worth it? Probably not. But there you have it. Let me know what you think in the comments. Hit that